Welcome to Silver Heist. Thank you to our returning subscribers and guests. Exciting breaking news. The U.S. Mint has finally published some mint sales on their website for the 2019 S Enhanced Reverse Proof American Silver Eagle, and it is less than 30,000. So I'm going to tell you what that number is, which will show you how many are unsold. Now, I had previously received some information on a coin news site where the Mint had published some numbers, not in their website, but they gave them to editors, and that number was below 30,000, which left a balance of unsold inventory. And an interesting fact, the number from December, the number in January is different. So as time progresses, this is a very fluid situation. So Silver Wolverine already published this figure today, but I'm going to shed some light on some other aspects of the story that weren't covered. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. I'm standing on the shoulder of a giant Wolverine. So if you saw his video, there'll be some news in this story that you hadn't heard elsewhere. And if you watch this video, he has some angles of the story that I'm not going to cover today. So I would still suggest heading over to his to find out some other angles of the story that he's covering. So what we covered previously is that there were less than 30,000 sold as of December, and there was a balance of 269. So they had sold less than the mintage limit of 30,000, which left 269 that could be sold to the public. So what we found since is that there's an official figure published on their website, and this number is actually smaller than this number. So I'm going to share this number in a second. So this is a very fluid situation. And so the question is going to be, are they going to move this number closer to 30,000, or are they just going to call it a day and say whatever this figure is, in a couple of weeks they're going to just say that's all we're going to sell? So the fun part of this is that I am going to do a giveaway, and whoever can guess the number closer to the final sales record, closest without going over, if there's a tie, I'll do a random draw amongst those who got tied, and I will give away a prize. And so the prize I'm going to give away is these coins. They are from the Mint's heyday, the bicentennial $50 coins. I have a P, a D, and an S proof. It's not a silver, but it's an S proof. So these are three beautiful, nice coins. It's really just for fun. If you are a U.S. resident over 18, I will mail you these coins if you're the closest to it without going over. So you'll have bragging rights, and you'll have a few nice coins. So actually, before I give you this number, let's just quickly jump over. I'm going to show you a screenshot of the website as of today. So if they haven't sold 30,000, are they for sale? Let's look at the website. It's actually unavailable. So I've talked about this before. Unavailable is not the same as sold out. So unavailable means they could get control of their inventory and make them available at a future date. As you see on the screen, there's this remind me button. If you hit that, there's a chance that they will actually notify you prior to flipping the switch and letting people place these coins in their cart in the future. Back to the context of this number, are they likely to hit the 30,000 number, or something between this number and 30,000? Let's look at some other U.S. Mint products that were sold out in 2019. So here are two popular coins sets that did sell out in 2019. They were unavailable at a certain point, became available, and then they finally went into sold out status. So the JFK half dollar set, which was one proof clad half dollar Apollo 11 coin with a special JFK half dollar reverse proof, had a mintage limit of 100,000, but the official records show they sold 99,998. So they were too short. So the Pride of Two Nations is also an enhanced reverse proof American Silver Eagle with a special Canadian Maple Leaf coin. They were supposed to sell 100,000 of these to the U.S. Mint. It is in a sold out status. It is over. And their final sales records are 99,748. So they are 252 short. Now, what does that 252 represent? I don't know. I could speculate that perhaps out of 100,000 coins, there were 252 that were damaged to such an extent they were returned to the mint and they could not be resold, and they have been destroyed or will be destroyed. So considering there is some concept of shrinkage where they don't sell up to the full mint limit, what does that mean for the enhanced reverse proof? It means that as of now, January 12th, 2020, in an unavailable state, not a sold out state, there are 29,707 coins sold, which leaves 293 that could be made available to the public at a future date. So we're actually moving in the opposite direction. There are less sold today than they considered sold about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So does that mean that there are this many that are destroyed and unsaleable? I actually think this is a bigger number than the Pride of Two Nations number. And there were more than 3 times the Pride of Nation coins. So I think this number ought to be lower. I'm thinking a couple hundred more ought to be sold. And that maybe there's a number of 90 to 100 that are unsaleable because of damage. But I'm hoping that this number changes upwards and approaches the 30,000 in the future. So the best you can do is to do that remind me button on the US Mint website. But the second thing you can do is to leave a comment below as to what is the final sales figure for this product. And whoever is closest without going over, I will do a giveaway of a bicentennial half dollar set. Good luck in getting an enhanced reverse proof for $65, and good luck for guessing the final sales figure.